What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
This is not another damn
podcast.
Presented by our damn selves. 201?
Yep.
201. Yeah. 201. No. Easter edition of the programs. We record this on Easter Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Doing our thing. So anything special you did with the kids or not really? Just chilled?
We just kind of chilled. You know, Khalil's birthday was yesterday, the 3rd. So
I got him another football. He has several of those now.
He has like 3 footballs now.
I think that's because his name is Khalil, so Khalil Mack is in the back of people's minds. So that's why he keep getting balls on there.
And he has a little arm on him, my little guy.
Subconscious, because his name is Khalil. That's the subconscious.
He was like, "Are you going to be a new Mahomes? Are you going to be the Mahomes?"
Mahomes.
We'll see. But no, we just celebrated his birthday on Saturday, and
3 years old.
Yes, we just kept it pretty chill and everything. I'm kind of worn out now after doing 2 birthdays, like kids having birthdays right together. So it's kind of like, I
get used to that. That's how it is.
Right.
Be like that.
That's why we do the joint parties, and it's like, okay, then we'll do something little. Sorry, Khalil, but joint party first, and then smaller activity. But yeah, that's pretty much it. What we did. What about yourself? Just chill, kind of.
Just for the kids, I didn't do nothing. I guess we all somebody's kid, but nah, not really.
Everybody's someone's child, which is why I gave candy bags to the adults that came to the movie thing last week for me. They're like, "Oh, we get candy." I said, "Yeah, y'all get candy bags too. We all someone's children." Yeah.
What's a few things that went down this week? Want to start happy? Want to start serious? Where you want to go?
We can start serious just to acknowledge and just
Mr. Earl Simmons.
Earl Simmons,
DMX,
aka Dartman X, DMX.
Not doing too good right now.
Yeah.
He's in critical condition. He overdosed the other day, and last I heard he was on life support. I don't know if he's off the life support machine, but he was. The last I heard, like no brain activity. So I think he suffered a heart attack during that ordeal as well too. It was a lot went down during that overdose. Yeah. So
I saw something that said an update saying that he's now breathing on his own. So if he is breathing on his own, if he is breathing on his own, that's a good sign. Like that's moving in the right direction. Like if he is breathing on his own, but I mean, X was like I liked him. Like that was my dude. Like when I was like late high school, early college, like I love some DMX.
I kind of filled that void because when he came out was like right after Pac died, so he kind of filled that spot for like Pac fans looking for something. Is like
looking for something, right?
That gritty edge, like a Pac. So he kind of filled that, yeah.
Because the Rough Riders anthem, stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Yeah. Oh, like that was my jam. Like going to college, that was my joint right there. And then like some of the other ones, like X
gonna give it to you.
Yeah. And Deadpool brought back, Deadpool.
Slipping, falling, can't get up.
Yeah. I like the one with him and Faith Evans, How's It Going Down? That one. Yeah, I like that one, yeah. That was a nice little groove. Yeah. But I mean, we hope that he pulls through because we need. Of
course, his signature song probably got to be "Y'all Gonna Make Me Lose My Mind."
Up in here,
that's probably the quintessential DMX joint. I would say, like, if nobody knows shit about him, like that's the song they're gonna know.
That was a joint when we was in college because like we would stroll because I was in a Greek affiliated organization.
Ask our mom the name of DMX song. Like that's the song she's gonna know. That's the
you twisted. Your girl's a hoe. That was a joint right there.
I like the joint with he and Cisco. What these bitches want from us. And
then they had a challenge. They did a social media challenge with like women. We were showing like our different looks. There was Keisha, but he was like naming all the names. So like each name that you said, you had a different way of wearing your hair to basically show how versatile you are. Basically, show like
I got a different challenge for the fellas. Like, got a challenge right now. I'm starting for the fellas. Like, how many chicks have you banged like the names from the chicks on that list? I just banged a couple. Yeah.
Sorry, listen. Okay, having a unique name comes to handy.
Like, how many chicks have you banged with that were named in that song?
Yeah. Naima ain't never been nobody's name, nobody's son. Naima ain't never been a song before.
John Coltrane made a whole song.
Well, yeah. Except for that.
Which may or may not have been where you got your name. My dad was a jazz fan. I don't even know if that's where you got the name from. If he just liked
it. I think it was because Dad loved Coltrane.
I don't know if it was just coincidental or was it because of that song. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. But my name ain't mentioned in the song. Like, yeah, I banged this chick. It's like my name ain't. So that's what I mean. It's not in that. It's in our artistic way with John Coltrane. So yes, yes.
I'm listening back to that song, and I'm gonna count off how many because I can think of
about like 3 Kims.
2 off the top of my head. I definitely done banged a Kim. Yeah, it might have been 3 Kims I banged. Let me think. I know. I definitely done banged some Kims.
So guys,
who hasn't banged 3 Kims? Like I'm just saying, the Oz challenge. That's the DMX Oz challenge. There you go.
Oh my gosh!
Name the number out of the names. Like how many chicks have you banged with those names?
The best DMX moment still is when he was on the Breakfast Club and he sang "Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer." That was still like I still love that. Like every year, they should play that back every year for Christmas because Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. He was singing that like that was just the best thing.
One of my favorite recent moments was his versus battle last summer with Snoop.
Yeah, Battle of the Dogs. Yeah,
that was one. That's up there. That was it might still be my favorite versus ever. Like that was for a while. That was the one. I was like, this shit is lit. Like, cause like, Snoop is like super cool. Then DMX is rough, right? Yeah. They were like the little contract. He's the rough rider. And then Snoop, like, he's too cool. Yes. Yeah. I like the little contrast. Yeah. Like Snoop's coolness and DMX gruffness, like coming together.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that one. I did like, of course, I like Jill and Erica and I like Brandy Monica. I'm excited to see the one today, with Earth, Wind, and Fire and the Isley Brothers. I do want to see that.
Hey, girl. It's going to be Isley Brothers all day. Come on, man.
It's going to be a lot of cologne and a lot like the...
Nothing against EWF there it is, but Isley Brothers got...
You remember the 21st of September.
I'd rather be than with you. Come on, man.
Oh, which McCall's going to have me in my feeling when I hear reasons for Earth, Wind, and Fire. That was my shit. Reasons. Was my shit.
Hello. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Isley Brothers. I'm going with.
It's tough. Like I'm leaning Isley, but then when I just start remembering some of the Earth, Wind, and Fire songs, I'm like,
Steps in the Dark.
Tough.
Come on, man.
Ice Cube.
Really sure. Get a love that lasted for so long. Still in love. Come on, man. I'm pumped. Don't get me started, man.
Gotta make sure mom is going to be logged in. I gotta make sure she's going to be logged in for the Isley Brothers.
Like when Patti LaBelle, I forgot who's.
Last night, yeah.
Patti definitely won because I can't remember who she battled and shit. Patti definitely won.
When Patti kicked off her shoes, that's what I knew she won. When she did when she did that note for Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and she kicked off her shoes, I was like, yeah. Patti ain't playing. She kicking off shoes. She ain't playing. But we're sending up prayers for Mr. Earl Simmons, a.k.a. DMX.
Also on a personal level, rest in peace to our Uncle Amin.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Lost him. Was he 80? I forgot. I got to do the math.
He was born in 1937.
85, something like that? 85.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know he's up there, but he hadn't been doing too good in recent years. So rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely keeping my cousins.
Yeah, our cousins. Because, I saw one who posted, he was like, yeah, I lost my grandfather. So I definitely, it's like, cuz I feel bad for you, cuz. So, yeah. But sorry to start with the downers. We're sorry about that. But we just, I like to just, because I don't want to get to the end and we're like, oh, yeah, by the way,
Yeah, I like to end on a high note. So let's just start there. It's just we're staying music right now. I didn't know. I was today years old when I found this out via TMZ. Tina Turner, she's not in the Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame solo. She's in with Ike and Tina, but she's not in by herself. And now there's a petition out there trying to get Tina Turner in solo, which I was shocked. I was like, Tina, like, because especially cats our age, we know Tina for her solo work.
Private dancer, yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's the Tina Turner that we grew up on. It's like, yeah. Like the Ike Turner, like before our time. Yeah.
Yes, before our time. We grew up with her with that Private Dancer and Mad Max, Beyond Thunderdome. That's what we grew up to.
You don't need another hero. Oh, Mad Max, that was my shit. The Beyond Thunderdome.
And then the hair, because like we wanted to wear we had costumes for Halloween, but we had the Tina Turner hair. We would have like the spiky hair.
Y'all had costumes over there.
We, the girls, I mean, like us, we had the spiky hair. The shimmy dress. I wore like a shimmy dress, like a little, with the little tassel things, like or whatever. Yeah, I wore a little shimmy dress one year. Halloween.
Of course, the Angela Bassett biopic kind of brought a lot of to light a lot of the pre-Private Dancer era stuff that I didn't know. Yeah. It brought that to the forefront. Yeah. But
Angela Bassett should have won the Oscar for that. I'm still saying she should have won an Oscar for that.
Has she won? I don't think she
hasn't
won since and shit. Like, yeah, that's what I was like.
She
one of the that seems like she won an Oscar but didn't, and shit. She's one of them actresses that seems like she did, but she didn't. I was like, has she won? I don't think she's won.
No, she hasn't. She should have won for Tina Turner, definitely.
But yeah, it's it is like other artists that are in there more than once. Like Michael Jackson, for example, he's in for his solo work and with the Jackson 5.
Which
so,
makes sense.
Artists that you go in twice.
Right. Because you had like a career that spanned over several decades and you were able to have like a successful group and then also you did a successful solo, then you definitely do need to be.
You got to be double inducted. You got to be a 2-time inductee. Yeah. Because especially like somebody like Tina or Michael in particular, because you like his solo work is just as if not more famous than his stuff with his brothers.
/ Jackson or whatever. Yeah.
So you definitely got to put her in. But class of 2021 nominees, there's some names on this list. Like Tina definitely. They should just put Tina in. You shouldn't have to vote for Tina. She should automatically go in and shit. You got Jay-Z, Mary J. Blige, Foo Fighters are on this list.
Okay.
I think all Tina, Jay, and Mary should definitely all go in. I'm biased. Like, come on, yeah, it should happen. Make it happen.
Mary,
come on, Mary.
I'm gonna start doing the Mary J.
Yeah, do a Hall of Fame Mary J. dance.
I'm gonna do a Mary J. Hall of Fame
dance.
Make up one.
But yeah, I didn't even know that. I was like, oh, I thought Tina Turner been in that motherfucker.
Right. Like it's like.
And they said, yeah, she's in technically with Ike and Tina. I'm like, oh, she should have definitely been in. Like, just like the Private Dancer album.
Put her in.
Especially when you name Tina Turner record, you think, yeah, What's Love? Got you think of that?
What's Love got to do it?
From that Private Dancer album. That was the biggest hit from that album.
What's love got to do with it?
Facts, man. Let's switch to something happy right now. Congrats going out to the happy couple. Jeezy Mai. Hey.
Jeezy Mai.
Hey, you got a cool name.
My Jeezy.
My Jeezy. Yeah, that's funny. But Jeezy and Jeannie Mai got married, private ceremony in their home in Atlanta. It was a COVID. You're not going to have the big gaudy celebration. So it's kept it simple. Yeah, close family and friends.
It's better anyway like that.
Crib, yeah.
Having 400 people.
Keep the shitheads out, the paparazzi. Right. They ain't going to be able to come in your crib. So yeah, you keep them out. So the wedding took place on the 27th, so like about a week ago, something like that.
Yeah, about a week ago.
Yeah.
So they said that's why she'd been missing in action on the real, because they like she had been missing.
Honeymooning right now, yeah.
She kind of like did it, and that's what you do. Like sometimes you just gotta keep people out your biz, and you just do your stuff and just come back. Oh, by the way, I'm married.
So originally, they had they were supposed to have the 2 ceremonies, the American one and then the Vietnamese, Vietnamese one, yeah.
Yeah, Vietnamese, yeah.
Yeah, but no, COVID killed all of that. So yeah, so they just keep it simple. Yeah, just do it at the crib. Yeah, and
Mama Mai was showing out like whatever that hat was she had on. I saw the pictures. I was like, Mama is a star to me. I love her mom. Her mom is so funny. Like when she like has like her hats and her personality. So Mama was showing out. I was like, okay.
So it looks like the reception turned into a pajama jammy jam. That sounds fun. It's like the attendees switched into pajamas, like in the lounging area. So like that's a cool ass reception. The little pajama jammy jam.
I like the switch.
Shout out my house party too, fans. Get that joke.
I like the switch of stuff up for a reception because your feet are hurting, like those heels be hurting. So switch it to some comfortable shoes for your reception so you can dance and actually have a good time because in the dress and then your feet is there. But congratulations to the happy couple and everything. And
yeah, they definitely see they married now, so they definitely legit. Yeah, it was like they seem like they're actually into each other. That's what you want to see.
Yeah.
Congrats to the two of them. Want to talk about some tomfoolery?
Oh Lord.
Let's talk Lil Nas.
What tomfoolery? It's a lot. I have a couple.
Let's talk Lil Nas X. Let's talk about this motherfucker. He got to be the most controversial cat out in the past year, maybe. Like, yeah, he's got to be. Like,
I got the horses in the back.
started innocent enough with that to like where we are now. Who would have thought that dude would
nobody tell me nothing? Because that was Ariana's joint when that
telling you then. Yeah, can't nobody tell him nothing.
That was Ariana's joint right there.
That shit now. Well, he released this is not an official Nike release, but but custom sneakers are a thing for those that are in the
they are
culture. Yeah,
they are. Yeah.
So it's a company called Mischief that does custom kicks, and they did a Lil Nas X Air Max 97, but it's not just a regular Air Max 97. It's they call them Satan sneakers, is what they call them. And they have actual human blood in them, like, and there were 666 pairs made, like only. That's the so I don't. Come on, bro.
No black people with their Jesus. So black people with their
I hate
Jesus.
to talk about this, especially today is Easter Sunday, but
yeah, so black people with that. I saw a meme that said black people so serious about this stuff. It's like if they ring up the bill and the bill says your bill is $6.66. Now put these chips on. Put these chips on.
I know
right
people
here.
that do that. That you buy a pack of gum because if it's $6.66. Like me, I just swipe my card. Like I don't do that. I know people that do that. Yeah,
they don't. My thing is with Lil Nas X. I say he's a complicated person. He is. And it's layers to him. I say it's layers. With him, what I do like about him, and I like that he is unapologetically him. He came out, he says, I'm a queer, gay, black man. This is who I am. Accept me or don't. He's not switching up being like, well, I'm like, like dancing around like, like he wasn't dancing around like when people ask him, are you gay? He didn't like dance around the thing. Like he
changed the subject. I got you.
He came out unapologetically him. I do like that because too many people be lying about who they are. If everybody would be honest about who they are, we wouldn't have some of the problems that we do. The other thing, I don't know if you watched his new video, because that was the one that got a lot of controversy. Because in the video,
the one that the sneakers were based on. I haven't watched it, but
yes. So in the video,
I chose not to watch it.
I watched it because I wanted to see like people were clutching their pearls, and I was like, "This must be bad if you're clutching your pearls. It must be bad." I watched it from an artistic standpoint. It was shot very beautifully. Like the artistic aesthetic value was, and the message that I got from it watching it. Okay, in one point in the video, like he was very unapologetically him. He was basically showing where it is to be a queer Black man in America. That's what he was showing. And at the end of the video, he actually slides down a stripper pole to hell.
I'm looking at that right now.
So. I was like, if you think about it, that's kind of like, okay, you've been saying my whole life because I'm gay, I'm going to hell. But guess what? I got you. I'm going to send myself to hell before you can keep on condemning me for going to hell.
I didn't see it enough. Yeah, I watched it.
So I was like, that actually is kind of like...
I didn't see it enough. I watched that's
actually, when you think about it, that's actually kind of a check and mate. Like, I'm going to try to shut you down and try to make you feel bad. No, I'm going to beat you to it. That's actually kind of a check and mate. But my thing I say about Lil Nas X is he does what he came out to accomplish to do. What he came out to accomplish. You're talking about him. whether you support him or you don't support him, he's on everybody's mouth.
What's the old saying?
Everybody's talking about him.
Controversy creates cash. So that's what it is. Like, he's controversial. So that's.
And there's no such thing as bad publicity. That's the other part of that too. Mm-hmm. He's done what he came out to accomplish. He got you talking about him. Everybody, would you see that little Nas X? Ooh, did you see that little Nas
including us, we talking about him right now. So he just definitely.
So he sought out what he wanted to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, well played. You got what you want to do. Well played. That's what I'll say about it. Well
Somebody who wasn't happy about the well played was Nike.
Right. Nike was like, we ain't got nothing to do with that.
Because it was like a little mini boycott of Nike. Nike said, hold up, whoa. They ain't got shit to do with us. That's a custom sneaker for Mischief. Like, we didn't release it, we didn't authorize it. Now they suing the company Mischief to like.
I saw that. I was
like, trying to get the Orduck shoes pulled because they sold out in like a minute. You know, it was only 600 and some pairs there, so they sold out really quick. Yeah, and now they trying to block those orders from going out. The company is claiming they already sent them out, but they probably lying. You didn't send out 600 pairs of sneakers that quick.
In
like a day. It's just no way that they got shipped that quick. So you might have shipped some, but
Amazon Prime ain't been that good.
Yeah, even Amazon ain't gonna ship them that good. Like 600 plus pairs in one day. But they ordered them to stop the orders and have them destroyed and all of that. So anybody who's got a pair, those are gonna be like one of the ultimate collector's items if you have received a pair of those, because Nike they try to destroy them. Yeah. Yeah, for anybody who actually would buy it, he's like technically they already on the secondary market because they weren't from Nike, so they originated on the secondary market technically, yeah.
Right.
But we don't want to wear shoes with actual human blood.
That's a bit much, yeah. That's a bit much.
And whose blood was it? Lil Nas X? She's like, yeah, a cadaver. Like, where'd you get the blood from?
I don't know. It's blood. Me and blood.
Blood donor, like somebody donate blood for these snooze.
Yeah, me and blood. I'm just kind of like, unless I'm actually like getting it drawn for blood work, I'm good on blood. I'm good on it. I'm good.
What you got?
I was like, let me look at some of this Nike stock. See if Nike stock went down after that big boycott. I was like, let me see how much is Nike stock now. Let me look. That's what my mind goes. Like, I'm sorry, I'm retraining my mind. When something happens with scandals, I'm like, let me see how the stock looks. You know it's going to bounce back. That's what my mind just goes. If you want to stay in the foolery,
absolutely,
the foolery department. What about the influence, the relationship expert, Mr. Derek Jackson? Did you see his whole thing?
That was a mess. Tell the story, because that was a mess. Yeah.
Just real quick.
The whole thing was kind of a clown show.
He's a relationship. He fancies himself an expert, and most of his stuff, I forgot what Mike Love called it. What Mike Love called a male pick me, but basically he's a male pick me. That's what I call him. He's a male pick me.
That's he's always like
appropriate. Ladies, don't let these men do this and that. And like, the men are always wrong. He's always like condemning men for their actions. And how dare you cheat on your woman? You're not a good man. Meanwhile,
I know who he is. I know who he is. He's Shazza from a different world. Remember that when they versed the Shazza Zulu character played by Gary Jordan? Yeah. How he was like the Hillman men on the campus. And like, none of the brothers liked him, and she was always burying the men.
Meanwhile, it's like he was out there cheating on his wife. Like, several mistresses came forward. And then this shows how much like we knew about him, because I was like, I didn't even know the man was married. I didn't know that. I didn't know. So then, like, after that, then he went on live with his wife afterwards, and then people talked about his wife's appearance, saying like, no wonder why he cheated. Like, the stupid people were saying no wonder why he cheated, because they said that she looked frumpy.
I didn't even see what she looked like, but I can believe that if
she had on her bonnet. She had her glasses and her bonnet, and they talked about her bonnet that she was wearing.
She had a hair bonnet.
Well, she had a hair bonnet on.
And I'll do fairness, she brought that on herself. You going on live, at least like take the bonnet off.
But my thing is, it's just that whole thing is a fuckery thing. It's like I said, we've seen it before. You could, like Eddie Murphy talked about, you could have a platinum pussy, you could cook meals every day, you could keep a house clean, you could be a perfect wife.
How many times has Halle been cheated on?
And you still get cheated on.
Like I said, Halle Berry been cheated on by damn near every dude she's been with.
Beyonce got cheated on by Jay-Z. Lemonade. And he said, I got the baddest chick in the game wearing my chain, but he still cheated. You got the baddest chick, but you still cheat. So it shows that if a guy wants to cheat, he's going to cheat. Like, let's stop putting the blame on the ladies, saying, ladies, you didn't do this. Ladies, you didn't do that. It's like, no, this guy just wanted to cheat because he wanted to cheat. He wanted to get some more ass on the side. That's what it was. But hopefully, I hope that this story just goes away completely. I think that I was like, plot twist. I was like, he got a book coming out and he's promoting his book now. He's like, yeah.
It could be the timing. Yeah.
So my book. Because a lot of times people.
Timing could be a little suspicious. We got to check that out.
Because a lot of times they say, like, when people, I'm not saying the infidelity didn't happen, but I'm saying that this probably happened like years ago and they've already worked through it.
He been cheating on her and they knew it. They leaked the story right now strategically, though.
But then the mistress, I'm going to come out and I'm going to tell my piece. And because look at him, he's texting me and, and she come out trying to have her moment. But that's what it was. So I'm just hoping it goes away because I'm like, this is some hot mess right here.
Let's shift to another hot mess, also involving a cheater. Let's talk about Quavo and Saweetie.
That's Saweetie.
Hey.
That's my type.
Back to the streets for real. From
tap in.
From the streets to the elevator. Let's go, man. TMZ, which is always TMZ.
It's always TMZ.
They must have a hookup with these surveillance elevators.
What's the surveillance? I know the Otis is the elevator. I know it's Otis for the elevator. Whoever the security cam system is, they must have an inside man on there. Otis.
No. Drop. No. They got done. Nice.
They got an inside man. They must be like, hey.
Videos. Because it started with Solange and Jay-Z, and then it led to Ray Rice and his wife. Now Saweetie and Quavo and Saweetie's video.
So if you're rich, just take the stairs. Is that the lesson here?
Yeah, moral of the story: stay the hell out of elevators.
Just take the stairs.
Sometimes shit goes down when there's $1 billion in the elevator. Solange said.
Well, shit sometimes go down when it's 1,000 in the elevator. So hey,
goddamn.
Hey.
But yeah, an apartment that Saweetie was renting in the complex there in North Hollywood. It starts with the altercation. Like, Saweetie was like, I don't know what it started there. We didn't see what happened leading up to it, but she swung on him, and so that's where he like dodges. He drops his Call of Duty case. Yeah, he had his video game case on him. She falls to the ground, and then she reaches for the case, and he grabs it from her, and then they struggle with it for a little bit. She stays on the ground for several minutes after that. So and you can tell Quavo knew the fuckery because he looks into the camera multiple times.
He's like,
man, he knew. He's like, God damn, Harvey. I saw his mouth move. Like, I just made the mouth moving part of it. It's like, God damn it, Harvey. Like he said that. He knew.
The voiceover. It was at that moment he knew he fucked up. Yeah. That's what you heard.
Thought bubble and shit like
that. It was at that moment. He looked up like, damn. That's why he was looking like, man.
Because she stayed on the ground and the door
on the ground.
It's some random guy like and then they stay on the elevator. I guess they didn't want to get off because that fucking guy was there. So they go to the next floor and then they get up and Saweetie finally gets up and you can see her physically limping too. Yeah. I think she probably turned an ankle when she fell. That's what I got.
Yeah, probably. That's probably why she stayed down.
It doesn't look like Quavo hit her. It doesn't look like he hit her.
Yeah, because it looked like they were like tussling over the bag. Like he snatched the bag and they were like tussling over that bag and. Yeah. Depending on how heavy that bag was, if you fall and trip over a duffel bag or whatever, you probably did fuck up your ankle. She probably did. And
it's like she stayed down, she limped off. So I think she probably turned the ankle. That's what it was.
But this video was like from December or something, right?
Yeah, it's an old video, so it just
came. Like even before that. This like from like a long time.
It said it was from 2020. That's why. So that could be anything. It could be December. It could be like way before December. Yeah. They said it's from 2020 though. But you got anything else? Because they look
a little toxic though. It's like maybe it's best that these two did part ways because
before things got worse. Like because if that's where it was going, then y'all are better off. Just
you don't want to be another Chris Brown Rihanna. You don't want to be that.
Mm-hmm. Definitely don't. Yeah.
Because then that it went left. argument that just started as a regular, like we ever see the baby boy thing. No, Joey, you gonna listen to me, Jody. You gonna listen to me.
Jody tried to get the fuck out of there. So
no, you gonna listen to me. Before he even went to the house, he was like, "Nah." He was like, "We gonna go pick up now." My son, our son, okay. She at your mama.
No, we gonna finish this.
We gonna finish this right now.
Yeah, nah, he's good. We gonna finish this.
We gonna finish this. We gonna pick up JoJo. No, we gonna finish this right now.
So Jody tried to avoid it, but Yvette, she wanted that smoke and shit though. So
yeah, he found condoms in the car. Your man's driving around. So while you're at work, he's driving around having sex with other women while you're at work. Yeah, that's not, you gotta step away and, because a lot can come out when that happens. Someone who should have probably stepped away too, the other beef, Kevin Durant and Mike Rappaport.
Ooh, I forgot about that one. I reported on that one earlier in the week. Yeah, good one. Yeah.
What?
Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant needs to stay the fuck out for social media. He ain't cut out for this. He is not cut out for this shit. He's not. Katie, that's whoever is his publicist needs to have a heart-to-heart conversation with him. Like Kevin. That dude is always something with social media with Kevin. That. It always comes back to social media with his ass. Him and Mike Rappaport, they had a little back and forth, and then it some colorful language that I'm probably not going to use right here. No, we're not going to use it because we don't want to get banned. Yeah, already we're in Facebook jail, like not trying to get shut down and shit again. Yeah, but he used some he used some homophobic language. He did. And then it was definitely real because Kevin Durant later apologized. You can't say it was Photoshop because while he apologized, he definitely apologized. Yeah, he apologized. And the NBA did fine him with $50,000. Okay, is that what happened? All right. I think so. I think the NBA did. I was waiting to see what the NBA's response was going to be. They fined him $50,000, which is like $5 to him, but Bulls beat the Nets, by the way, FYI. So Bulls finally won the game. Yay, finally. We need a win. That's the trade. The Bulls won like a 7-game losing streak. They were like in bad shape. So finally, stop that bleeding a little bit. And it's just once you see the win come, then it builds that confidence back up. And against the Nets too, so that's a big win. Nets, so a big win. Nets might win the title this year, so that's a big win. Yeah. But that was just dumb. And then Mike Rappaport, I look at him a little different. It's like, why did you? Because that was from that was kind of some girly shit. That was from December. And those were DMs. Yeah, they weren't public. That was DMs. You could have. It was DMs. I got wild ass DMs from people. I'm not releasing this shit. Yeah. Guys sometimes trash talk in DMs, especially if you come at somebody about he's an athlete. This is his livelihood. He's an athlete. So if you come at him in a critical way about his athleticism, guys get really touchy. I said, we've seen Shaq get even though people like Shaq who claims to be I'm such a fun, jovial guy, and Shaq is super sensitive. If you criticize his athleticism, remember the epic Shaq and JaVale McGee feud from a couple of years ago? Yes. Remember that shit? And at the end of the day, we always go back to this. I've seen Kevin Durant play live when he was with the Thunder still. Kevin Durant is 6'11". These are big ass men. It's come on. If you call a guy, say you be in a play, if you try to talk jazz to them or whatever. Soft. It's I'll show you soft. Meet me outside. Meet me on the block. That's what Kevin was meet me on the block. Meet me on the block. What's up? Then Michael's I get it. I feel bad for Mike Rappaport. He's a Knicks fan, so that's why he probably don't like Kevin Durant. He's a Knicks fan, so yeah. So sorry, you're a Knicks fan. I get it. Yeah, I get why you don't like KD. You're a fucking Knicks fan and shit. Are you mad that he went to the Brooklyn Nets? But Mike, you had a cool thing going. It's you were the cool white guy. I mean, you like hip hop, you like basketball, you in the Spike Lee joint. So you had your invite at the cookout and everything. But then this kind of make people look at you really? So if somebody say something to you in a DM that you don't, text message or whatever that you don't agree with, and then you want to leak it? You sound like a girl, or not even a girl. With all due respect to guys, you sound like a bitch when you release shit like that. Yeah, that's a bitch move. Come on, that is a bitch move. That was kind of a bitch move. I said, if you ever see some of the DMs I have or some of the group texts I'm part of, it's there's a lot of, I probably would have been canceled. There's a lot of dumb shit that people say. Right. Because in the heat of emotion, at the point when you're texting back and forth,
you're trying to just win your argument. That's what you're trying to win your point, and you don't care. You'll say anything at that point to just win what you're trying to say. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it was weak. It was very weak. Ain't nobody canceling Kevin Durant. He's not getting canceled.
Oh, he's good.
He ain't getting canceled.
Stay in basketball as we're gonna get ready to start a new segment. We're gonna lead off with have you seen the Space Jam New Legacy promo, the new Space Jam?
I have not watched it yet, but I will. James, yeah. I will.
I'm comparing Space Jam, this and the original Space Jam. If you go into it like we're Coming to America. That's what I'm comparing it like that. Is like, you look at this as his own movie, you'll be fine. If you're comparing it to the 96 Space Jam, then you'd be like, I don't know. It's like, yeah, but it looks like it's like a totally different type of movie. It's like not even the same plot, like with the Monstars and like all of that. It's like it's a whole different plot. It's like LeBron and his son. Like it's like a whole different. I don't think it's his actual son, but like his son in the movie. Yeah. But like it's like a whole plot, with LeBron has to go into Toon Land to like get his son back and all of that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And they have all of the Looney Tunes and a whole bunch of other Hanna-Barbera characters and like the Flintstones they showed in the trailer.
Oh, that sounds fun.
It looks like some Roger Rabbit type shit. It was like a whole like bunch of characters. Like I was like, okay, that looks pretty good.
I'm here for the Hanna-Barbera. You know, I like Hanna-Barbera.
Of course, Pepe Le Pew was nowhere to be seen, but that's besides the point.
He got canceled.
They deleted his scene and shit. Yeah. But I'm surprised Yosemite Sam, he still has his revolvers because they banned Elmer Fudd's gun and shit. Like Looney Tunes that got rid of it. But I guess after complaints about that, they said let's let little Yosemite keep his. Because they do the shoot the ball scene, he shoots up the ball. Yeah, so I was like, okay, Yosemite still got his revolvers. They didn't take.
That's his whole shtick. Like.
He's a redneck, yeah. Varmint, yeah. That's his thing.
Yeah, he has his hat and he has his guns and
But I saw mixed feelings about the some people this don't look bad. There's people like, man, that look like trash. Like
trash.
To me, I'm with the it don't look bad because like it's not the first Space Jam. It's like his own thing. It's like LeBron James teaming up with the Looney Tunes. It's like, yeah. If they didn't call it Space Jam, then people will probably receive it a little bit better, I think.
Right.
The fact that they calling it Space Jam, because that's the whole
It says Space Jam, A New Legacy. That's what it's called. Yeah. That's the official title. I just haven't watched it yet. From the still shots that I saw, it looks like they did the animation a little different because it's not
looks more like computer generation. Yeah,
it's not 2D animation. It's not. And they changed some of the look, like Lola from Space Jam.
They definitely changed Lola because of the era we're in. They definitely
like Lola isn't sexualized because like in the first one she was she was don't ever call me doll. Like she was like real like and she had the shorts and all that and.
Now she's just a female baller now. Yeah, she's like a WNBA player. That looks like that's like the type what they push it with her.
Candace Parker. Woo!
Parker, yeah. That's what they're going that route. This time, the Candace Parker route.
Woo!
The sex pot route, they switched up the character. That's what it looks like to me. But let's talk about it. New segment we started right now. Since we're over 200 episodes in, for our 201st, we decided we're going to start a new one. The segment is called Did It Suck? We're going to talk about the 1996 Space Jam. Let's talk about it. Because we can't we don't really have an opinion about the new one because all you got is a 2-minute trailer.
All you got is a trailer,
Maybe next year we'll revisit this one. By the way, that one is coming out July.
Yeah, I saw that.
HBO Max, so I'll be watching HBO.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it will be on HBO Max. Yeah, shout out HBO.
I'm liking what HBO Max is doing, where I can watch my movies and we can have movie night. So you can have
because it's a family movie. Yeah,
it's a family movie. Yeah,
like while you and the kids like do the whole family watch Space Jam together.
Spoiler alert: Ariana is a Lakers fan.
Okay.
She likes the colors. She does like the colors. She likes the purple and gold. Ariana.
Yeah. Guess who my first favorite team was before the Bulls?
Showtime Lakers.
Showtime Lakers. That's what because I don't know if it was the colors. I think it was because
Magic.
They were just so cool, Magic, and like with the no look passes and just passes. It's like. And during that time, like the Bulls, yeah, sure, they had a young Jordan, but they also had like Dave Corzine and motherfuckers like that. So yeah, come on. Exactly, you have no idea. So I didn't like the Bulls. I said I like Jordan, but I don't like the Bulls. That's
like
all coming up. Yeah.
I started getting to the Bulls like when Pippen and all of them.
Yeah, when they started putting a team around them, they got Scotty and Horace. And Oakley was still there, who they eventually traded for Cartwright. Yeah, when they started putting a squad around, I was like, okay, now I'm like, yeah, but the early Bulls, nah. When it was what they called the traveling cocaine circus, no, I didn't like that. Yeah, I wasn't into that team. Ain't that what Mike called it during the last?
The traveling cocaine circus.
No, I didn't like those. I was in the show, even though Sosa, I know it was a lot of coke done there, but like at least they were winning doing coke. Yeah, you can't suck and do coke.
It was LA, so you know it was coke. It was LA in the 80s. A lot of coke, yeah. It was a lot of cocaine. LA in the 80s.
Shout out Michael Thompson and shit. Clay's daddy. He was part of that team.
Studio 54. Come on, that was popping back then. Come on now.
But yeah, let's talk Space Jam and Michael Jordan and the story.
It
did suck, yes. You want to break down the plot for those that don't know, because the story is kind of all over the place.
Let me preface it by saying when Space Jam came
Michael out, is slavery mentioned in this movie?
Yeah, it was 1996, so I was
You were in high school? Yeah.
I was in high school at the time when Space Jam came out. And I remember I saw it in the show. I did. I went to the show to see it.
I don't remember when I saw Space Jam.
I saw it in the show. And I even had a popcorn tin that Dad gave me. And it had the Space Jam. Well, I just recently got rid of it because it got completely smashed down. But,
That'd have been a nice little collector's item. Unfortunately,
it was completely smashed. It was damaged.
It got damaged. Like if you had kept it in pristine condition. Any of that Jordan stuff nowadays. Shout out Oscar Gracia. Any of that Jordan.
I think what happened, my kids got to, because it was in my room for the longest, and then somebody ended up in their room, and then it got destroyed when it got to their room.
It probably was using a stool and shit, like sitting.
Right. Thank you, my son. That's what he does. But Space Jam starts off showing a young Michael Jordan, and it was the kid from Soul Food, Brandon Hammond, who played him as a kid. It was him, and then it shows him in North Carolina, like, I want to be a basketball player. And then it does like the jump forward, and now it shows Jordan as Michael Jordan, and he's playing his
baseball, right?
Last game. Yeah, he plays his last game, and he retires from basketball.
Mm-hmm.
He retires from basketball to say, "I'm gonna play baseball," which actually happened in real life. He did retire, but of course, like because it was a kids' movie, they didn't say the reason why he retired. They say he just wanted to focus on other things or whatever. But we know in real life what happened. The murder of his father. You know what happened in real life. So, they didn't want to put that dark cloud over the movie. So then also at the same time, simultaneously, it's these miniature, I forgot what they were called. I don't want to call them Ewoks, but they look like Ewoks.
Basically the Monstars before they turned into
Monstars. They were Monster. I forgot what they were called. They were from Moron Mountain. That's what the mountain was called. Moron Mountain. So
we're going to call it mini Monstars. That's what we're going to call them.
The Morons. That's what we call the Morons. So
we'll call them mini Monstars.
And then their boss was Danny DeVito, was voiced by Danny DeVito. Mm-hmm. And he's like, we're losing money.
We're losing money. You mini Monstars.
We got the Penguins. So then we're gonna do that too.
We're definitely gonna talk about some Batman movies. We're gonna talk all of those are going in this new segment eventually. Every single one. Go ahead.
So then they decide. So then also simultaneously they show the Looney Tunes in their world. The Looney Tunes is doing their thing. So even though like they're cartoon characters, they actually are real, and they actually have real. Like when they come and do like their cartoon thing,
cartoon characters are real in their universe.
Yeah, that's a script. Like so, they're basically actors. Like how we watch actors on TV, they're actually acting on script. But then the mini Monstars, they come and they try to enslave the Looney Tunes. They have their space.
Like I said, slavery was in this movie.
So when they first come in, Bugs Bunny is like, well, he's like, come to me or whatever. And then Bugs Bunny is like, kind of like, fuck out of here, because like he's a little, like, he's like, okay, whatever. And then they pull out the ray gun, they shoot up stuff, and then Bugs is like, oh shit, like,
mm-hmm.
Like, okay, I don't want, but Bugs being who Bugs is, because Bugs is smart, he thinks on his feet. Bugs is like, yeah, before you can capture me, you gotta earn it to capture me. He says, so I challenge you guys. It was like, let's think of something that we could challenge them to that they could lose, that they would lose at. Let's challenge them to basketball because they're short, they have little limbs, they can't move around. So let's challenge them to a game of basketball. We gonna dust these guys. So because they challenge them to basketball, then the before they become the monster, they decide to go and steal the talents of NBA stars. The NBA stars at the time, remember this is 1996, so the NBA stars of that era look different than the ones of this era.
I want to name some of the names from this era that are scheduled to be in the movie after you name the older ones.
They had Charles Barkley. They had Muggsy Bogues. They had Sean Lampley. Is that his name? Not Sean Lampley.
Sean Bradley.
Bradley, there you go. Lampley's somebody went to school.
Sean Lampley is from Chicago.
Somebody up there that we went to school with. Sean Bradley. They had Larry Johnson, aka Grandmama.
LJ.
And who was the last one? Oh, and Patrick Ewing.
Ewing. That's the 5. Right.
Those were the 5 Monstars that they stole their talents from. And when they went and stole their talents, they go to Madison Square Garden. And then they go into the NBA players thing and they steal their talent. And when they steal their talent, and then, like I said, this is kind of a nod to like what happened last year. After the talents got stolen, then the other players, after they saw, like, okay, these guys can't play because like when the Monster went their body, it was like they had like a twitch thing, and then they was like, yeah, I feel something suck in me. And then I can't play basketball no more because they were like terrible. They couldn't play anymore. So then people was like, it's an airborne disease and we're not going to play basketball. It's an airborne disease. We're not going to play basketball. So they shut down the NBA.
They got that shit right in the original movie.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why. And shut down the NBA. And I don't know if these are the Monstars, but these are the players. Like I'm assuming that they're gonna take their powers. Like, Chris Paul, Damian Lillard is in it. Kyle Kuzma, Draymond Green, Anthony Davis, Klay Thompson. I see on here. So those are like.
I want to see Draymond Green as a Monstar.
That wouldn't be fine, Draymond, because he kind of looks like a Monstar for real.
And Anthony Davis with the eyebrow.
Unibrow. So like that's the names I'm looking at from the new ones. So so I think Steph would have been perfect for this movie. I'm surprised they didn't get him. Steph is kind of a cartoon character for real. So yeah.
Oh yeah, because his powers, like I think he's an alien. That's another story. I think he's an alien though. The way he shoots.
When I was like, Steph would have been a perfect player to be in this, but yeah.
And he's Mr. Family Man too. So
yes, I know why they didn't use Steph. They didn't want to
put Stop.
Aisha Curry said, I must be in the movie. They said, no, Dame Dollar, come on in.
No, Klay, come on in. Splash Brother number 2, come on in.
They got Klay because his name's on it. Yeah, Klay, we use you. Aisha Curry said, I must be in the movie.
Petty. Go ahead. That didn't happen, guys. We're just hypothesizing.
We don't know it didn't happen, but it might have, but go ahead.
We didn't see. So then, Wayne Knight, a.k.a. Newman from Seinfeld, is Michael Jordan's agent.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a weird pairing. And,
I guess he was playing David Falk in that because that was Michael's agent for real. Yes, he was David Falk.
So he's like over the top and like annoying and all that. And Mike, most of the time, seems like he just wants to get the hell away from him because he like is like, yeah, Michael. And I'm like, okay, calm down. Like he's kind of like. So then, they kidnap after the Monstars come back. They come back like, okay, yeah, we gonna play this one-on-one basketball, and they're like, yeah, we about to dust him, and then they turn to the Monster. They put their hand on the basketball. They turn to the Monstars.
Yeah.
And their Porky Pigs are playing like he says, I wet myself, So like they're like really big, intimidating. And what's funny about the way they did the animation is that they actually look like who they were supposed to be.
Yeah, you could tell what power each Monstar was.
Yeah, like you could say, okay, that's Charles.
Like Ewing has a flat top, for example. Yeah, like they look like who they're supposed
to be. The little one was Muggsy, like, yeah, he's talking like that. And the little one was Muggsy. Yeah, because Muggsy both like 5'3" for real. Yeah. So you could tell the grandmama one how he had like the Charlotte Horn colors on his body. His body was Charlotte
at the time. Yeah.
So it was just cool seeing that play out. Whatever. So then after that happens, the Looney Tunes was like, we got a problem on our hands. So now we got to bring in the big guns. So then Looney Tunes kidnapped Michael Jordan while he's out playing golf with Larry Bird
and Bill
Murray. Chi-Town, Bill Murray, while he's out there playing golf with them. They kidnap him through a golf hole. They snatch him down through a golf hole and kidnap him. Mm-hmm. And then when he comes into Toonland, he's like, Jordan doesn't know what's going on. He's like Bugs Bunny, you're not real. And then Bugs kisses him to show him that he's real, of course, because Bugs kisses everybody.
That was his thing.
Yeah, he grab you and kiss you. Yeah.
Well, it was Richard Dawson before Richard Dawson.
Survey says. So then when Jordan's like, okay, since you got me down here, okay, now I gotta put this team together. So then Jordan is trying to assess the talent he has,
which is not much there, yeah. So who was the Toon Squad? It was Jordan, Bugs. Eventually they bring Lola. We're gonna get to her. Sylvester wasn't he part of it?
Daffy.
Daffy, yeah. I'm trying to think of who.
No, it was Tasmanian Devil. Bugs, Daffy, Lola, and Mike.
But it wasn't Sylvester. It was Tasmanian Devil.
That was the starting. That was the five. That was the starting. And then some of the other ones played later in the game. Came
off the bench and shit.
Yeah, but that was the 5 starters. And then when they were like doing the basketball tryouts and Jordan's looking like, Dad, y'all really suck. And then Lola comes out and Lola, she crosses Bugs up and because Bugs is trying to flirt with her because Bugs like, yeah, come on, doll, let's play some basketball. And doll is like her trigger word. So whenever you call Lola a doll, she gets triggered and then she like kicks your ass. We say doll, and then she like crosses you up and scores on you and she says, don't ever call me doll. Don't ever do that. So then they go back, they get Michael Jordan's lucky shorts and everything.
Yeah, the real thing, Mike always wore his North Carolina shorts under his shorts.
And they're like, under every game? Ew. And he's like, I wash him after every game, guys. I didn't wear
his super
I washed. Yeah. So then they go to Michael's house, which is a regular looking house in the movie. Not the house that had the 23 on the gate that's here in Highland Park.
Oh, they definitely didn't show that.
Highland, yeah. Highland Park, yeah. That's not the house like that.
They showed a gaudy mansion. They showed.
It shows a regular suburban looking house. Looks like the Brady Bunch house. So then, they go and then like they tell the kids like like the Looney Tunes talk to the kid and say, yeah, your dad's playing a basketball game with us and everything. And so the kids are like, yeah, we'll keep it secret, his kids, whatever. So then he goes and he plays basketball. They play a basketball game. The boss thinks that automatically his team is going to win because he's like, you guys stole the NBA player's talent.
Monstars are running the score up big time in the first half.
And then when Jordan, gives the pep talk to his Toon Squad, then the Toon Squad believes in themselves. Like he gives that Tom Thibodeau pep talk to them. So then they believe in themselves. And then the Toons actually start doing pretty good. And then he looks and then he's like, wait a minute, he's not a Toon. Who is he? And then Michael Jordan's like, well, he was like, okay, you want to try to slay the Looney Tunes? Well, let's make the deal better. He's like, if you guys win, because like Wayne Knight overheard them say that they stole the NBA players' talent. So then they knew that that's why they were so good, because they stole the NBA players' talent. And then he's like, okay, if we win, you give my friends their talents back. Okay, what if we win? He's like, if you guys win, you get me. So Michael Jordan, who has a wife and a family, offers himself up to save Looney Tunes.
Slave Mike.
Okay.
Well, Kanye's wife sounds like a choice. Like he chose that.
He chose that, and then of course, automatically when they said that, so now the Monstars are like foul. They're like, you think the Pistons foul hard? The bad boys, they out there like trying to kill the Looney Tunes for real now, because that's what he says. That the boss is like, kill him now. Okay, like since we got that, because like I want Michael Jordan, I want him. So like they're doing everything, like they're hard fouling, they're like doing brutal shit. Eventually, when it comes to, they don't have anybody left to put in the game. Everybody, they're down one player. They have to put in Wayne Knight. As you see, he's not very physically fit. After the Monstars pile on top of him, the ball actually hops out of him, and he actually fires a shot. From them like squashing him down, the ball trajects up and it goes in.
Technically, he gets credit for the
he gets credit for that. And when he gets flattened out, they have to put the oxygen or whatever to like blow him back
like
up.
A blimp, yeah.
He blows up like a blimp, and then they pull the thing, and then he, like deflates like a balloon when he comes down. And then Michael's looking like, how he do that? And they're like, in Toonland, you can do that. You can, even though you're a person, you can stretch your body real far. You can do like stuff that you couldn't do in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the game, when Jordan is going, of course, Jordan, like, so they're still down one person. So then Bill Murray comes in. Hi, Bill Murray.
I don't know how the hell he got the tune land. Did he go down that damn same golf hole? I don't know.
So Bill Murray comes in. And the thing that I noticed about when Bill Murray came in, when Bill Murray did that don't look behind the back pass, that was dope. I don't care what nobody says. That pass that he did when he passed it, when Bill Murray did that behind the back pass, that was nice. That was a nice move. So when he passes it, then obviously Michael's going to take the last shot, does Michael Jordan. And then all the Monstars are like holding on to his leg and pulling him down. But then he's able to do the stretch.
Because he's a tune, he's able to turn it.
And then he dropped the ball in right before the timer expires, and Tunes win by 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so then they would give the talents back. The Monstars eventually turn their boss because after the boss is berating them, like, you guys are so stupid and this and that.
They realize we're bigger than you.
And then they're like, why do you say that from him? And then they're like, because he's bigger than us. And they look like, wait a minute. He ain't bigger than us now. And then they mess him up.
Mm-hmm.
And they send him back to Mormont Mountain. So then they give the talents back. They put it back in the ball. They asked the Tunes, like, can we stay here in your land because we don't like it where we were from? So can we stay here, please? And it seemed like they kind of became friends or whatever.
The mini Monstars and the Tunes, like the Looney Tunes.
They seemed like they squashed it and that they were together. And then Michael Jordan comes back or whatever. And after he comes back, he goes to his baseball game, but then he realizes that basketball is me. And then
after he gives his powers back to his homies, and they say,
he gives power back to his friends. That's what happened. I forgot that. But he gives his power back to his friends, and his friends are like, nah, he's Mr. Baseball Player. He ain't. And then
you ain't one of us anymore. They kind of clowned him as like, you ain't no ball player.
And then Michael said, it was that point I took it personal. Oh.
Actually happened though.
It was at that moment when I took it personal.
That was a deleted scene from the from Space Jam.
So then Michael took it personal. Then, like, I liked that when they flashed after they was like, oh, you ain't gonna play and this and that. And then they cut to the opening, the Bulls opening, where they showed them lighting up the floor, the laser lights at the Bulls. And then Jordan came back
in the 45. They showed him
45.
Returned, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then he's playing, and then it ends with the song that from R. Kelly.
I believe I can fly.
Yeah,
and
that was Space Jam.
That song won't be in the new one.
And that was Space Jam. So after describing the movie, like I said, that was it in its entirety. I described it the best way I could. I think it's streaming on one of the things. I think it's streaming on something. Mm-hmm. I can't remember what.
Also, did it suck? Yeah, because the story's all over the place. I won't say it was a great movie, but I don't think it sucked.
I don't think it sucked. Was it a strong movie, like plot wise and written? On plot and the way it was written, I would give it like a C-. Maybe almost I would give at least like a C. I would be like a C- for the plot, like the way it was written. But the nostalgic stuff, Michael Jordan, Bugs Bunny,
prime Jordan from like during the championship years. That was like that era. So when Jordan,
and that's where the Jordans came from, the Jordan 11s, right?
Yeah, the first time he wore them was when he came back. Yeah, he said
that's what we called them. We called them the Space Jam shoes. That's what we called them.
When he came back from baseball, he rocked those that year. So
you guys know, because even they made a reference. One of the Monstars when Jordan came on the court, he was like, "Cool shoes," like the way he was looking at his shoes, the patent leather Jordans. We all know the whole
idea came from a fucking Air Jordan commercial for Space Jam. Said Air Jordan versus Hair Jordan. It was Michael Jordan versus Bugs Bunny.
Hair Jordan, yeah.
Nike was
I remember that.
Yeah, what if we got a whole movie out of this shit? It's like, instead of just doing a
get this money,
let's do a whole movie.
We're gonna get this money.
Exactly. That's what I did because like
how much Space Jam made. Let me just look real quick and see how much that movie grossed worldwide. Let's see how much it grossed.
A sneaker commercial turned into
a sneaker commercial.
And it's we still getting dividends on it. You got a whole nother remake coming out now. So like a sneaker commercial turned into a whole like franchise basically.
The budget for Space Jam was an $80 million budget because obviously, graphics like that animating costs a lot of money to animate. A lot.
And this is 90s money, so that definitely would be like in the like 200-300 million.
Marble. That would be like Marble range.
Yeah. Like 80 million then, probably about 200 million now, I would say.
And Space Jam grossed worldwide $250 million worldwide. So
which is
they made their money.
Probably be $500 million in today's economy.
They made their money and then some. You spent $80 million, you made $250 million. So they got their money out. Michael Jordan's acting was kind of.
I won't say Mike was a great actor. I definitely won't say no one ever. Jordan.
What are you guys up to? What are you guys doing? It was kind of like.
It's I'm looking at some of the voice actors from the new Space Jam. They got some names. Like Don Cheadle, from what I saw in the trailer, looks like he's gonna be like the Danny DeVito character, like the protector.
Nice.
That's what it looks like to me. Like that's what I got out of it.
I support it. I love Don Cheadle. I support it.
Zendaya is doing Lola.
Nice. I like Zendaya. Nice.
Gabriel Iglesias, like Fluffy, he's doing Speedy Gonzalez, so that makes it, Underland, because actually get an actual Mexican to like voice that character. It makes sense. There you go.
My other guy, well, I don't know if he's Mexican. I don't want to get like flamed or wherever. I'm not sure if he's Mexican, but I like Michael Pena. Like that's my guy. I like Michael Pena. I'm not sure what his ethnicity. Yeah. But that'd be cool.
Good voice talent I'm looking at.
But I don't think it, like I said, I agree. I don't think the Space Jam sucked. I don't think it did. I said, was it a great movie? No. But was it entertaining? Like everything that's entertaining doesn't have to be great.
And that's what I ask whenever I ask myself anything, like when I'm deciding whether did I like it? And that's sometimes as simple as if I liked it, it didn't suck. If I didn't like it, then it sucked.
Are you not entertained? Who said that? Are you not entertained? Like
that's my approach on shit.
Are you not entertained?
Like if I liked it, then yeah.
You were into it. You had a good time. You had some chuckles. You had some memorable moments where you're like, oh man, that part of so-and-so, that was off the chain. You had that. Then, you enjoyed the movie. But if the movie the whole time you're sitting there like, how long is this movie? When is it going to be over? I wasted an hour of my life watching this bull crap. Then it sucked. So Space Jam didn't suck.
Yeah, I agree. So there it is. It didn't suck. Yeah.
It didn't suck.
There it is. So we wrap up Not Another Damn Podcast.
Yes.
Did it suck? We might even call this episode that Did It Suck, since that's we know where we debuted this segment. Because I don't think it did. And the new one, like I said, it looks like I said, I'm comparing to the Coming to America. That's all I look at it as.
Right.
If you look at it as its own thing, like because the trailer didn't look that bad. Like it looks pretty good. Like I won't say pretty good, but it doesn't look bad. I'm watching it. That's what it looks like.
Are you going to be entertained? That's the question. If you're going to be entertained.
If you're looking at it to be the original Space Jam, then you probably gonna be like, nah, bro, like that.
You get your feelings hurt if you do that. You get your feelings hurt every time.
You
didn't live up to the original.
Well, let's wrap this damn thing up. Not Another Damn Podcast 201. Did it suck? Definitely appreciate each and every one of you supporting the podcast. You want to support us further? Give our Facebook fan page a like. Also, subscribe, share, rate, review on all your platforms. I'm talking about Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC, Talk Radio. What up, Tasha? We also got iHeart. I'm all over the place with this thing. Your Amazon Alexa devices and on YouTube below something like. Giving options right now. Follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Oz Radio, Snapchat, and Facebook as well. Under construction right now, you got OzRadio.net, the bomb for your 90s and 2K classics.
And you can check me out, MSIMA8626 on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Also, STR8GULLEY1 on Twitter, STR8GULLEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs. And for your video production needs, check out straightgullyproductions.com.
There it is. I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
We will talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm gone.